Hello and welcome to the November. Welcome to a November tarot reading. We're going to focus today on this week ahead, the 5th through the 11th. It is a very powerful week for a lot of reasons. This is a very powerful month. This is a pivotal month, and you will not come out of this month unchanged. You will be a different version of yourself on the other side. You're going to get to December, you're going to go, whoo, look at what I did. Look at who I am. Look at what I'm capable of. And we have, because next week we have Pluto going direct in Aquarius, and it's on, you guys, a whole new you, a whole new version of yourself. So this month is very pivotal. We have, this is an 8th, let's see, the 8th. I did this last week too. So it's the 8th house. Scorpio represents the 8th house. The sun is in Scorpio right now. We just had new moon in Scorpio, so it's really game on. Once that moon hits, right, the new moon, it's really game on. And so Scorpio represents, okay, so like I said, the 8th house in the zodiac wheel, which is the house of transformation. This is the house. So if you look at, let's take a step back to Libra, which is the scales and balancing, like weighing things back and forth, right? So things are balanced, and it's about partnership and relationship. So when we get to Scorpio, because all the signs are just like playing off of one another, expanding, right? So, and you can actually see, if you watch all the readings, you can see how the energy just like transfers it all around the wheel, starting at one place and then moving around. Anyway, so when we're looking at Scorpio, what we're looking at here is the transformation in regards to keeping score. In regards to keeping score of where we have been, what we have done, where we have applied our resources, meaning our energy, our emotions, our focus, our money, where have we placed our resources, and how has that benefited our life? What is solid? What are we keeping after we've been through everything? What are we keeping? Because if we look at the death card here, we see a man who is actually a skeleton, and that represents the most solid and secure and anchored in part of yourself. Okay, it's unmovable part of you. Okay, if we think about what is unmovable within us, it is our true self. Okay, it is about what our so November is about what our true self wants. This is the authentic you. This is the eternal you. This is the you that's going to last forever and ever and ever, right? But you came here, this eternal part of you came here to this earth to have a physical experience. You focus your energy into this physical experience in order to understand yourself and this time-space reality and what you can create from what's going on here, okay? So the death card represents us transforming ourselves from the solid place, so going deep within. Pluto also represents the Greek god Hades, and that is underworld. So underneath all of it, who are you? What is solid, and what is a solid part of you desire? The white horse is about pure desire, okay? It is charging forward with this pure desire and transforming yourself into the highest version of you, because the Scorpio also is the one that transforms into the phoenix or into the eagle. Okay, so we are going to see ourselves, if we're using these energies to our greatest advantage. This month is so pivotal in this transformation of who you are and who you're going to be, getting a clue of who you're going to be and what the focus is going to be for you for the next 2 decades. Okay, and it doesn't mean that everything you do right now is, you know, it's not like everything weighs on you right now to have it all figured out. You're never going to have it all figured out, but you get an idea of what the focus is this month. Okay, so on that note, what we'll be doing today is we're going to use the deck that goes really deep. Okay, this is the Tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms. All the decks that I use are in the description box, but this one has such depth to your personal truth, to your personal brand of magic, and that's really what we're pulling up here. How does your higher self want to engage with your life at this point? All right, so let's go ahead. Because we're in the sign of Scorpio right now, we will go ahead and begin with Scorpio, and I will start with 3 cards and then get clarifier so I can find out what the message of the focus for this week is, as we're having the final touch point in with Pluto in Capricorn, and then we transform into your sign. I mean, your planet, your ruling planet is Pluto. So we're really talking about what a powerful impact this has for you as a Scorpio sun, moon, rising, and it'll impact the other parts of your chart depending on where it's at. And really look, if you do know your chart, look at your 8th house. Your 8th house is going to be kind of like really ignited at this point. It's about shared resources. And I find that really interesting. One of the aspects of the 8th house being about shared resources, because we're moving into this era with Pluto in Aquarius about we the people, right? So it's no longer this trickle down authority that we had been experiencing, and we're all rising up to the most independent versions of ourselves right now. And that's what this focus is all about. What's the final goodbye, the final hurrah of this Capricorn energy, Pluto in Capricorn, and moving right into Pluto in Aquarius, for you being able to share who you are, the depths of your soul, in a very authentic way with this world, to be able to create what you came here to create. Okay. And that will have everything to do with your personal interests. Okay. So without going any further, let's go ahead and go to Scorpio. Scorpio, how is it going? How are you doing? Are you feeling the transformation in this area of your life about shared resources? Are you feeling that being more in depth in touch with your true desires? And I know that you guys have, if I'm thinking back to your readings, you guys have been really focused on being, knowing what you want your life to look like, being that 100% that authority in your own life, trusting yourself, falling in love with trusting yourself has been a message recently for you guys. And being able to trust what you want is for your highest good and for the highest good of others around you, even though it may seem like some of the changes that you're making might be harmful or hurting somebody else. But there's a reason why there's a pull, because it is actually when you're in harmony with your highest good, when the highest version of yourself, and you trust and love and adore that part of you, then it ends up being a win for everybody around you. So fear not, trust yourself. Okay, trust yourself. All right, Scorpio, let's go ahead and pull some cards for you. Oh, we have the Chariot, the 9 of Pentacles, and one more, please, and the Moon. Oh my goodness, at the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Now, the 10 of Pentacles is a card that does represent sharing those resources. It's about you and another person, or you and the deepest part of yourself, creating something industrious so that you're able to have deep wealth within what you created. Now, this could be also, it also speaks to inheritance, being able to receive money from the work that somebody else did. And inheritances do fall in the realm of shared resources, right? So that's what this 10 of Pentacles is like, what have you put your hands on? What are you wanting to put your hands on so that you can enrich your life in the most meaningful way and be able to receive the highest and greatest rewards for that? That's that's kind of this overarching energy if we're seeing at the bottom of the deck. All right, we have the Chariot here, which is about you being completely in tune with yourself and moving somewhere. You may not have all the pieces figured out yet, but you are definitely moving somewhere. You are on the move. The 9 of Pentacles. Now, this is when you are absolutely in harmony with your life. You're so in harmony and in tranquility with your life and your resources that you're continually receive blessings. Followed by the Moon. All right. Now, the Moon is about what you can't see. The Moon is about what's below the surface, right? It's all about intuition. It's this feminine energy of being able to receive information from your intuition. So these are really powerful cards, and I'm going to go ahead and get some clarifiers for each one of those so we can really uncover the message here for you, Scorpio, because it's looking like you have had a breakthrough compared to what you had been. I could feel this like tug of war that was going on with you last week. So let's get some clarifiers here. So please, Spirit, clarify the Chariot for us so we can get a full picture of what is important for our Scorpios. We have the Ten of Swords reversed. That's the first clarifier. The Ten of Swords reversed. And no, I'm looking at this deck to find out if it's upside down, and it is not. But I got the Ten of Swords reversed and the Judgment reversed. So if we're looking at the Chariot as like this energy of where you're coming from, being the first card in the three, we're looking at you like literally feeling like you are trying to pull away from something or someone that is trying to hold you down, hold you back. And it remember I told you, it felt like you were really struggling with having that breakthrough. You were in this battle within yourself of like where your loyalty belongs. Where your loyalty belongs. That's what I'm feeling from those three cards. So now this current energy of where you're at right now, being the Nine of Pentacles, it does seem like you have made that breakthrough. So congratulations if you have. And being at peace with your life. Let's go ahead and clarify just a little bit further. Let's go deep. Let's get down in there. Three of Cups. And Eight of Swords. Three of Cups is going to be talking about the people that you really feel at home with, the people that you can just be yourself with. And then the Eight of Swords is where you're feeling trapped and stuck. So you may still feel like, are you betraying somebody else in order to have and be what you want? Do you feel like you're bound to this social dynamic? Let's go ahead with that Moon card. Let's get some information on that Moon. Ace of Swords. You're looking for clarity. You're looking for clarity and truth. Okay. From what's underneath here, there's going to be some sort of breakthrough. Yeah, you're on the brink. You're on the brink of this breakthrough, right? So I felt like you were there, but it's like really in the near future. Okay. Yeah, all right. So, and the Six of Cups, I always get the Six of Cups with you, Scorpio. The Six of Cups about your home being protected and everything that you're doing being about you making the wisest decisions for your household. It also talks about a connection with somebody from the past. So you may not have been able to let go of a relationship or a connection with the past. You may be being pulled back to a relationship with somebody from the past. But we have here the Moon is what you don't see coming. It's in your near future. There's going to be you're going to be intuitively shown the truth that empowers you significantly to be able to make bold moves in your life. All right. So out of all of that, let's go ahead and pull a couple more cards here for you. Two of Pentacles, Five of Swords, and the Lovers. And at the bottom of the deck, what is it? The Six of Cups. The Six of Cups again. So, all right. So what we're seeing here for you, Scorpio, is that there's still an element of your life being in a bit of a roller coaster, back and forth, back and forth. And things aren't quite settled for you. And you're feeling like you have to have you ever heard the term gird up your loins? I know that sounds so strange, but that's what I'm feeling here from this Five of Swords. Now, what it means to gird up your loins, it means when you are going into battle, that means putting the battle gear, the armor around to protect yourself in your most vulnerable parts of your body. So this Five of Swords that I'm seeing is that you're feeling like you need to protect yourself. So you know that the Lovers card can talk about you in a relationship with somebody else. And this is an interdependent relationship where you know yourself, they know themselves. You guys are strong within yourselves. You're going after your aspirations, your dreams, and then you come together and you just benefit one another's lives. Okay. The Lovers card also talks about the ability to be balanced within yourself in order to manifest the balance within that empowers manifestation. Okay. So the out of balance part, the part that you're trying to wield this energy that feels like you're balancing two worlds, or you're balancing two options, and it's like your ship is coming in. You can see where the new opportunity is headed your way. You're trying to balance everything out so that you can do this in the most calm and it feels to me like you want to fight. You want to fight. You're feeling like you need to protect yourself, and you're going to lash out. And that's where the misbalance is. Okay, you don't want to. You don't want to do this in a way that is ugly. You don't want to make this change in your life in a way that's going to hurt other people or make things, explode. Okay. You don't want to go to war, and yet you're feeling threatened in some way, that you aren't able to just be comfortable based on somebody else's opinion. You're not able to just feel comfortable with moving forward with what you want. And you're feeling like that weighing them into this is throwing you out of whack. And it's like you're trying to not even weigh them into it. You're trying to weigh just what's best for you. And if something doesn't give, you could lash out. If something doesn't give, you could lash out. Because you're willing to do whatever it takes for what you know and believe is true for your home, your household, okay? This Lover's card is a Gemini card, so you could be dealing with a Gemini. And it could be looking like you are having to prepare yourself for battle with this Gemini. You're feeling stuck, and what you want is the clear path forward. I can tell you that, again, in your near future, what you can't see coming quite yet is that you're going to have this truth, this blaring truth. So where this is like darkness around you, where you can't see, again, with the moon card is about darkness and not being able to see. She's wielding the sword of truth, okay? And it lights up this perspective that gives you 100% confidence, okay? So we know that is on its way. But where you are right now is feeling like you're not sure exactly how to approach this situation. Now, we have here what showed up at the bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune, okay? Now, the Wheel of Fortune is actually in Gemini, and it is about expanding yourself, okay? So what you're expanding here, oh my God. And Gemini is in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. That's why you've had so much struggle over the last few months, because Jupiter's in Gemini for a year, right? So what you're seeing is this pull that you cannot deny for the evolution inside of you to have a more mature stance, a more mature relationship. And this comes from, and I have to say that this comes from this relationship with yourself, and you know it. So what do you need to know right now? Oh, well, okay. This is the Phoenix. You are about to step into the most exalted and magnificent version of yourself as of yet. Okay. When in terms of relationships, it's like this process that you're going through right now is the final piece to you knowing exactly who you are. The relationship, it's not even about the relationship. Here's the deal. This is what Spirit's saying. Okay, Scorpio. So what you're walking through is not actually about the relationship. It's actually showing you the parts inside of yourself that you have not quite trusted, where you had felt like you needed to protect yourself, where you had lashed out or even manipulated a situation in an unhealthy way in order to get what you want. But what you are is you are the sign of power. And what you're learning is where your true power is. And your true power is in one place, and that is in a positive perspective. And this is about perspective change, being able to see things in a way that you've never seen them before. All right. So this is the breakthrough that you're about to have. You are about to see yourself. No. I apologize. Let's start that back over. Let's change that up just a little bit. What you're about to see, Scorpio, is that your true power lies in your perspective. Okay. So if you perceive yourself as stuck, you just gave power to being stuck. If you see yourself as strong and powerful and that nobody else has any say or any control of your life, then that's true. Now, you also want to avoid any like fighting and pushing against somebody else. And I can see that here. You don't want to do that. This is why it's not about the relationship. You're about to understand the strength of true power comes from a positive perspective, for you being able to lean into inside of yourself, lean into the emotion of what you prefer. Being able to grab a hold of positive emotions and decide that that's how you are going to see your life, and know that you are going to always be evolving no matter what, and that you get to evolve in the direction of your choosing, but it's up to you to choose how you feel. Once you can see what you want, how does it feel? And that's where all your power is. That's your breakthrough, because this is showing us this confidence. Okay. This is the piece right here. This is the piece. In order to really have this evolution of who you are take place. Okay. This Phoenix, where you rise up. Oh my God. And underneath is what? The Death card. Oh my God. This is you. This is you. This is you. In order to be the absolute 100% authentic version of yourself, you must lean into where your true power is. And I will tell you that the only thing that can ever move anything forward is pure positive emotion. Otherwise, you will be stuck or you will repeat. Okay? Pure positive emotion. So once you can see what it is that you want, you can kind of spell it out for yourself with your inner vision, and you lean into what that feels like, then nothing that anybody else says. Once you know it, nobody else can take away what you know. And that's where all your power is. And you boom, you slide forward and everything else just falls away. That was your piece. That's what you needed to hear right now, Scorpio. That's what's about to come into your realization, come into your consciousness. And when you nail this process, you can use it in every single aspect of your life. It is not, I swear to you, it is not about the relationship. It may look like it's about the relationship or relationships right now, but it is about you nailing this process of how to manifest in your true power. Once you nail it, you can use it in every single aspect of your life. And you definitely rise up as that Phoenix. You literally evolve. And no, like I said, well, here we go. Like I said, you find out what the most solid parts of you are. And that part of you that nobody can take away, this knowing of this internal being. And why do I say that? Because your higher self is in that positive perspective. That's where your higher self is sitting. Your higher self is always in the place of your preference and always feels really good. And when you line up with that energy, when you get the inner vision and you line up with how it feels, nobody can change that for you, and everything will move forward from there. Everything. You will evolve, and you will have it all. You will have it all, and you will be able to use this process in every aspect of your life. So Scorpio, yeah, you're gaining some real big insights of how to manage your life and manage the power that you naturally wield within yourself. That's what's happening for you in the month of November. Okay, so congratulations, and you've got this. I swear to you, you've got this. It's that inner vision. When you see it and you know what it feels like, boom, nobody else can take it away from you. Nobody can. Okay, we're going to go ahead. Thank you so much for being here, Scorpio. Congratulations and happy birthday to all your Scorpios out there. We love you all. All right, we're going to go ahead and move forward with Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, how are you doing? How are things going for you? Because this Scorpio energy is in your 12th house of, well, the 12th house represents backroom deals, It represents the subconscious. It represents what the storyline is underneath that's producing your life. It represents where your spirit resides, true spirit. And it also represents international commerce. So how are you doing there, Sagittarius? You got a lot on the table that's a potential for you. So let's go ahead. Whoops. Whoa, you're ready. You're ready. So we got the Star card, the Strength card. Wow. Star and Strength. Let's go ahead and get one more. And the Two of Pentacles. So with the Three of Pentacles, okay, all right. Three of Pentacles talks about people that you are comfortable with, talks about your friend group, talks about the people that are like, it's like you feel like these are your people. You feel like you can be yourself around them. You guys kind of speak the same language. You get each other's jokes. You finish each other's sentences. That's what the Three of Cups represents, okay? And the Three of Cups, except we didn't have the Three of Cups, did we? We had the Three of Pentacles. So let's take that same information and we'll say that it's that dynamic with people that you work with in order to build something that is so strong that it will be lasting. It will be financially rewarding. All right, Sagittarius. So when it comes to your reading here with these three cards, with the Star card, which is about blessings after the storm, it is about healing. It is about being in tune with source energy, your highest self. Okay. It is Strength is about being able to relax when things seem a little bit scary, being able to tame that wild beast inside of yourself so that you're able to open up infinite possibilities. So like I was saying to Scorpio, when you are able to be in a calm and relaxed place, okay, and you're able to just move into, it's like learning how to tame your emotions so that you can feel happiness, and through happiness or that positive energy of happiness, you are going to be able to have deeper insights about your life. And that's where true strength comes from. Not like, falling into this scared, fearful place that a lot of us can fall into when things have taken place in our life. We kind of default to this fear inside of ourselves. But you're saying no more. You're like, no more. I am not going to. There's no point there's no point in falling into the trap of fear anymore, Sagittarius. And now, because you know this so strongly, you all have the Two of Pentacles. And it's like you're learning how to wield this powerful energy and where you want to put this energy. And it looks to me like you want to put this energy into building something lasting for yourself and financially rewarding. Let's go ahead and get some clarifiers before I go any further with your reading. Wow. Okay, so we have the Hermit, the Magician. To clarify the Star card, we have the Magician, which that's the Hermit. The Magician, which is your power to manifest anything you choose for yourself. Okay. And it is about listening to your intuition to be able to bless your life and move forward in action with what you want to see your life look like. Okay. And being able to kind of bring it into fruition. This is the Hermit. That is where you are coming from, this deep place inside of yourself of wisdom. You're not looking outside of yourself anymore for answers. You're literally listening to your own inner guidance, which brings us to that strength, right? We have here to clarify the Strength card. We have another, so Strength is Leo, your fellow fire sign. And then we have the King of Wands, which is also Leo. So, and we have the World card. So remember how I had said in the beginning that the 12th house, that the 12th house represents international commerce. Well, the World card feels a lot like that too. It feels like you're about to bring something into this world through an entrepreneurial, because the King of Wands is entrepreneurial. He's very professional, okay? And he's ready to take action on something an opportunity that presents itself. He's ready to take action on when he sees that opening, he's ready to move. Okay. And you're not afraid of being ready to move either. But what you're doing is you're basing that movement on from intuition, right? Basing that movement on what feels the best to you. And then you're bringing this out into the world. So you're ending a cycle. The world is where you've gone through the entire major arcana. You have learned all kinds of lessons, and you have really found out what you want and who you are through all the things that you've been through. Okay. You've mastered every one of those dynamics within all of you've mastered the experiences. Okay. That's what this Hermit is talking about over here. Because you have mastered the experiences and you've been able to draw wisdom from those experiences and apply it into knowledge of self, you're able to now end that cycle that you had been repeating in your life, and you're ready to move forward bigger into the world, take something out into the world. You see that? This opening right here. You're about to go out there. And I think that this has something to do with work. So you're either moving to something that's going to take you into travel with work. You are opening up some sort of online shop, but you're doing something like, YouTube or Instagram, or something that goes out into the world. Okay. And you are making sure that every single step that you take is an inspired step, and it is solidifying strength and growth within this opportunity. Let's see. So I am going to shuffle again and get clarifiers around that Two of Pentacles, because once we have the knowledge of where we're going, now we apply that and we now have a new set of experiences, right? So being able to now know the power that you hold from this healed version of yourself to literally manifest anything that you choose can feel a little bit out of whack. And what do you do with all that power? What do you do with all of that? That's what the Two of Pentacles is talking about. You're starting a new journey with new resources, okay? And you're learning how to apply those resources. And knowledge, wisdom is resources. Where you put your energy is your personal resource, all right? So let's go ahead and clarify, please, Spirit, the Two of Pentacles. We have the Page of Swords, so there's news coming, right? Good news coming. Oh, there's the Three of Cups. All right. Okay. So if you have been waiting on some information that is coming from this new group that you're involved with in terms of work, you're about to get that information. And it's telling you that you need to go and in a direction. This information is telling you that the way that you thought that you were going to approach the situation is going to be a little bit different, okay, than what you had expected. But let's go ahead and get that final outcome for you, Sagittarius. What is that outcome for you? King of Swords. Oh my God. Okay. So if you take a look at Pluto being an Aquarius, this is an Aquarius card, Pluto being the ruling planet of your 12th house subconscious, the information that you are receiving is from, no. Well, it is. So here, this is also, the Star card is also an Aquarius card. Okay. So that's to say that, Sagittarius, that you have now reprogrammed. Okay. You have now reprogrammed your subconscious so that your subconscious is in tune with your higher self, the source, God's self within, and you are receiving information in real time with every step that you take as the most authentic version of yourself. You are not relying on anybody else for validation. You are not relying on anybody else for direction. You are 100% the authority of your life. And you have solidified this knowing from deep within you that allows you to step forward as the most truthful version of yourself, unwavering in where you're going and what you want. You are literally the king of truth. You're the king of truth. You're the king of what is truth? It's your own personal connection to your higher self. That's what truth is. Okay. So everything that you do from that position is going to be truth for you. So you have this month is showing you that you have solidified your relationship with your higher self, and you are now in tune with the you're now in tune with a reprogrammed subconscious. We have the devil here that also talks about ending cycles within the subconscious here. And it had to do with you having peace around financial well-being. So that's how you did this. And you may be kind of in the middle of it, because we're talking about this week of this week of the beginning of November. You may be seeing those pieces falling into place where you're like, wait a minute, I don't play into any internal dialogue anymore that had me feeling less than powerful or less than the creator of my life. Okay. Because at this point, you're seeing too many gains to even play into that old belief system anymore. Okay. So you have anchored in the authentic version of yourself. You're moving forward with the truth of who you are, and you have reprogrammed your subconscious at this point. So that's a big deal. Like I told everybody, you're going to be moving forward from November, a different version of yourself. And you started seeing that in October, and you get to literally be so relaxed inside of yourself at this point, knowing that what you are doing is going to be lasting, and it's going to be very financially profitable for you. Okay. Very financially profitable for you. You have healed money wounds. Let's say that. You've healed worthiness wounds. You've healed wounds of being vulnerable and not knowing how to hold yourself in that vulnerable place and gain. You now are able to get the information and wisdom from being vulnerable. All right. Okay. So congratulations, Sagittarius. This was big, bold moves from you, and you're on the other side of what has probably felt like a really, really difficult period of time for you. And you've come out on top. So good job. Excellent work. Thank you for being here with me, Sagittarius. Okay, Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. How are you doing? How are you doing, Capricorn? I know you got big stuff on the table. You're like literally bringing stuff into the world, aren't you? So let's see what November 5th through 11th has in store for you. Three cards, please, Spirit. There goes one onto the floor. I feel like we've got one more still yet, because that was two cards. Ooh, there. Ooh. And at the bottom of that, 4 of Wands, stability. Yeah, you are now anchoring roots into a stable environment. Okay, stabilizing environment. You have reached a milestone that tells us that you are now stable. Okay, so where you had been, where it was the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Okay, that was the energy that sort of like what you had been dealing with to bring you to where you're at now, right? Because energy is a fluid motion. So the Knight of Pentacles is where you weren't certain that where you had placed your energy was going to be a lasting, rewarding, would contain lasting rewards for you. Okay. So where you're at now is the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is where you come into this position of being able to be in satisfaction and joy and happiness. So that was a really big leap. If you had not been able to believe that where you'd been putting your energy was going to pay off for you long term, to now going into the sense of satisfaction and then moving forward, the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is asking you, where can you let go of things that you have felt like you're responsible for, and sort of like let the universe take hold of that. We have the Strength card also here. Oh, that's what it is. They just showed me. These two actually came out together. I had separated them apart on the desk, but these two came out together. So the satisfaction, I was like, wait a minute, this is a really big leap from like not knowing like what you were doing was going to pay off long term for you, and then to go to satisfaction. And they're saying to me that the satisfaction is coming from you being able to let go of control of the situation. And now, because you have come to a place of peace, you're now able to open up more doors and more opportunities for yourself. All right. So, and this is a big milestone that you have reached. Okay. So it's like you have a firm foundation that you're building on now. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. We have the Lovers card, which is Gemini energy, which is about manifestation. Or it could be an actual love relationship, because we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, we have the bottom of the deck, the High Priestess. I have the Lovers and the Ace of Cups, which definitely speaks to something. Either you are so deeply in love with this life that you're creating for yourself, or you are deeply in love with another person. And it could be both, really. Okay. So, but you are definitely feeling some very passionate, feeling very passionate about where you're going and what you're doing. We have the Ace of Swords, which is about you being able to see something in a way that you had never, ever been able to see something before. This is the Page of Wands. Okay. Again, this is about information about where you're going and what you're taking action in. So, we have the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, which is about using that intuition. And this is about psychic abilities. So you may actually have seen a psychic recently, and that psychic has given you information about what you're passionate about your love life, or what you are passionate about bringing forward into the world. We also have here the information coming in regards to being able to see things in a way that you hadn't been able to see before, coming from this psychic avenue. You know what this feels like to me here? And I'm looking at all of these cards, Capricorn. This looks to me like you're tapping into this unseen part of you, like your sixth sense. Okay. You're tapping into your intuition deeper, and you are using that part of yourself to alleviate the stress and strains of what you're looking to manifest. And we have here the Jupiter card, okay, which is the Wheel of Fates, the Wheel of Fortune. You have tapped into a resource within yourself that is bigger than this physical reality. It's definitely impacting your physical reality, but you're tapping into your higher self. You're tapping into infinite intelligence. You're tapping into the ability to create your life in an easy way. And if I remember your last reading, it had something to do with like to not stress and to not worry or try to convince anybody else about what it was that you needed to do or what you were bringing into the world. It wasn't about trying to get others on board. It was about owning it. And it looks to me like you have definitely owned yourself. You have definitely owned what you're capable of. You've definitely owned where you're going. And you are getting the intuition and inner sight. Again, you could be seeing a psychic, but you're getting the inner sight about letting go of the heavy burdens of all of it and letting the universe do its work. You're learning literally about how to operate from a higher consciousness. Yeah, that's what you've done, Capricorn. Instead of work, prove, hard, right? That you've done your whole life, Capricorn, you've literally been able to go, wait a minute, there's an easier way to go about building what I choose for myself. And it has everything to do with tapping into the power of the universe, using that power to my benefit and being guided in everything that I do. So you're not overburdening yourself anymore, Capricorn. No wonder you're feeling so in love with the magic of life. You've tapped into magic. Now, I'm getting a remembrance here of a previous reading that maybe you were connecting with a group of people that were going to teach you about, or you were teaching a group of people about magic, about like, I don't know, it was like casting spells or being able to apply magic energy to your life. Well, you're holding the magic. You understand the magic. You understand the magic within you. You understand how to communicate with the universe in order to be able to have, do, and be anything that you choose for yourself, Capricorn. So anything that you do now is going to be 10 times greater, 1,000 times greater than ever before. It's like the Midas touch. You've tapped into the Midas touch, Aquarius. No, I'm sorry. I apologize. Well, it is Aquarius energy, right? So Aquarius, because we're having Pluto go into Aquarius, which Pluto is about deep wealth, and Aquarius is about it is your second house. So yeah, you've been able to tap into the internal resource of infinite intelligence, to tap into magic within yourself, to be able to create the life of your dreams that is abundant in nature, your second house of personal finances and material possessions. It's also a house of what you're building, right? Because it's Taurus energy, like the natural ruler of the second house is Taurus. So we're talking, and you are also a fellow earth sign. So yeah, you're tapping into infinite intelligence to be the guiding force within you, the magic within you. So you now are holding the Midas touch on anything that you build moving forward will be extremely abundant in nature. And the Two of Swords here talks about having your back to emotions and trying to use logic to solve something. And it's keeping you from being able to see. And the only thing here that I can say that you may not be able to fully see is like how well it's working and how big it's going to get. You don't know yet. You have only maybe an idea. And I will tell you, it's at the tip of the iceberg here, Capricorn. It is the tip of the iceberg of what is going to evolve from what you are doing and how you are doing it now. It is going to be so much greater than you can imagine at this point. And it will be everything that you have desired. Everything that you desired and more and more. Wow, Capricorn. Yeah, Midas touch. No joke. No joke. That is what November is showing you. You are going to be stepping into this week of November 5th through the 11th. So, yeah, congratulate yourself. Always congratulate yourself. Always congratulate yourself, Capricorn. So you have done a tremendous job to be able to see where you can let go of control and be able to let the universe take hold. Good job. All right, so thank you for being here with me, Capricorn. I'm going to move forward now with Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius. How are you doing? Yeah, the spotlight's on you right now, right? With Pluto moving into your sign on the 19th next week. So what is this final hoorah of Pluto in Capricorn looking like for you, Aquarius? What is the week of the 5th through the 11th holding for our beautiful Aquariuses? Do you feel like somebody or something has been holding you back from your passions, being able to move forward freely with what you want? So you've got this energy of like, yeah, I know my truth. I'm going for it. Because we have the Five of Swords. You know your truth. You've got it. You've got the clarity that you need. You know your personal truth, and you're willing to win no matter what it takes, Aquarius. We have the Chariot, where you don't feel completely inspired to move forward, or maybe you're not tapped into. Are you tapped? That's the question here. Are you tapped into spirit in order to be your guide of how to move forward? Because you have something very passionate that you are going to break free from where you're at into. Okay, so the Knight of Wands is about you being able to courageously, just boldly go forward with what you want based on your passion. No holds barred, no rules. I don't think that rules are a big issue for you, Aquarius. Anyway, because you are the natural rebeller of rules. So, and with Pluto coming out of Capricorn, that's really big right now. Where have you held your hopes, wishes, and dreams down by somebody else's point of view? Okay, so all right, so we're going to move forward here with getting some clarifiers for you. The cards just kind of popping out all over the place. All right, so Four of Swords, Three of Swords is a clarifier for the Five of Swords. Three of Swords is all about the way that you have perceived a situation has hurt you. It's like you have felt maybe betrayed. You have felt like somebody didn't have your back. You have felt like others have hurt you. And through that, you gain this knowledge of like, I will come out on top because of that. We have the Ten of Cups where it's like, I'm willing to the Ten of Cups with the Three of Swords and the Five of Swords. You may be feeling like you have been betrayed or robbed from a family dynamic. This could be a work family. This could be marriage family. This could be your own, friend family group. This could be your blood family. But you are feeling like somehow what you had expected to achieve in terms of that group of people did not happen, and you were let down. It let you down. Okay, so we have that's where you're coming from. Now we're moving past that, and we're moving into now you're trying to move forward here with the Chariot crossing you. Okay, it's sideways, so it's like you're wanting to go, but you're not able to go. But you're wanting to go, but you're not able to go. Right, so it's kind of this crossing energy where you're feeling stuck and alone. And now we have the Tower here and the Devil. Okay, so what happens is when you have this perception, so the Eight of Swords is going to be about where you perceive yourself to be a tree when you're not, rooted in a situation that you actually can move from, because you're not the tree. You're not actually stuck there. But it appears that way. And this picture really looks like she is part of that tree, right? It appears that way to you. So, but what happens is when you know that you have another deep truth within yourself, other than what you've experienced from this engagement with other people, this expectation that had been presented to you, and it may be something that you had, expected, kind of conjured up yourself, of this idea of what it was going to be like, whatever it is, it doesn't matter, because it's actually produce this evolution within you to want and desire more in harmony with who you are. Okay, so but there's also a sense of still feeling stuck, like you don't know or can't move. So with those two energies kind of like playing this tug of war right now, what happens is a Tower moment comes in, and a Tower moment is either a realization or an event that accelerates progress in your life. It changes the events of your life in a way that you will never, ever go back. This is Uranus energy. It is a surprise. Surprise! This is happening, and now you're able to move forward, which is sometimes what we need when we're really stuck. Like we need some sort of external situation or a perspective change that's so dramatic that it propels us forward. So towers are always good. They're always meant to bring you to the next highest version of yourself, and to bring you what you want. Okay, what you want. Now the Devil energy here is about you being able to break free from a mental anguish. This is about codependency. This is about habits. Maybe even like overindulgence in substances or food or shopping, like we're talking about addictions, because of low energy frequencies within your body. That's what the Devil represents. So you have this idea or this perception that is not working for you, and because you can't quite see it, what that belief is that you've been holding on to, it plays out in addiction or codependent patterns. Okay, so the Devil talks about being able to break free from that energy. And this Tower is going to help you be able to break free, to be able to realize, oh my God, this is what I've been holding on to that does not work for me anymore. So ultimately, you're ready to boldly move forward in a very adventurous way. What we want is some clarifiers around, well, let's get some clarifiers. So we know that the Tower is helping you to break free from a belief that's not serving you. Is there something else? Oh, from how powerful you, so it could be breaking free from a Gemini, the relationship, or it could be about your power to manifest anything you want. This Tower is meant to show you how powerful you are. Okay. And it's about, untying yourself from the expectation that you had from for a group of people or an interaction. So this could be like, I expected myself to be promoted in this job at this company. And I really thought that you guys saw this potential in me. I know that I'm capable of it. But they don't promote you. You don't get the promotion. And so you feel betrayed by this group of people and you feel stuck. But the truth is that once you know what you want and you know where you're going and you know your own worth, you're not waiting around for anybody else to prove it, to validate it, right? So that's what we're talking about here, is being able to move away from an opportunity that you had thought was going to be fulfilling for you and break free from that being like the only way to get where you wanted to go. There are infinite potentials of possibilities for you to get where you want to go. And you are relying on this certain circumstance to provide that for you. And now it's time for you to break free from the idea that anybody else holds, or it's the idea that any one way is the only way. That's what it is. That's what you're breaking free from, that there's only one way to achieve what you had desired for yourself. So once you break free from that belief, okay, now you get to move forward with the skill that you have refined into a position that is, so this is a lot about work for you, okay? And the Six of Cups, okay? So now the Six of Cups is about in this case, in this spread, at the end, at the bottom of the deck, the message that I'm getting from this card for you, Aquarius, is about reconnecting with your own divine innocence. Remember when you were a kid and you just knew you could have whatever that was, but then you would ask your parents if you could have it, and they'd be like, no, you can't have that candy because we're about to have dinner. And you're like, wait, what? So that part of you that was like, yeah, I desire it and it feels really good and I want it. That's the part that you're rekindling. And you're breaking away from somebody else being like, no, you can't have that. It's that simple. It's that little simple thing that you learned early on in life that somebody else had to say so. And what's interesting here is that this is your role. This is who you are. This is what you represent, Aquarius. So you're about to stop playing in everybody else's idea of how reality works. And you're about to like regain your own personal knowledge of like who I am and how things really operate. I desire it. I like it. I know me. And you're going to apply that knowledge into a work situation where you are able to what? You are able to what? What does it look like? Four of Cups, not take anything less than what you know that you are worth. And the Ace of Cups. And the King of Cups. Oh my God. Oh my God. This feels brilliant. Absolutely brilliant breakthrough for you this week, Aquarius. So you tap into this divine innocence of who you actually are. This childlike desire. That's what it is. You tap into this childlike desire. And you allow that, the purity of that desire to take hold. And you apply it to what you already know that you put your energy towards, the skill that you've developed for yourself. And now you move forward into this new opportunity. You're not willing to take, you will not take anything less then something that makes you feel whole, or not makes you feel, no, is a reflection of, that's what it is. Something that is a reflection of your deep worth, something that is a reflection of what you're capable of, what you bring to the table, and you being able to use your skills, full stop. And you gain this ability to have this emotional maturity in this situation where no matter what's going on, you're stable. The world could be turning upside down around you, and you're like, I feel good. I feel good. Why? Because you've tapped back into what it feels like to just feel good about life. And your entire world begins to reflect that back to you, and your world changes from here. Your world changes from here, Aquarius. The moment that you tap back into the pleasure and joy of being alive, you begin a new adventure for yourself. And your life, the world you live in, reflects back to you the power of your abilities and respects and honors you for them, for everything that you have put in, all of the hard work and intention. Let's say a focus and intention of refining what you're capable of. The world values it as deeply as you do when you tap into the joy of life itself. That's pretty big, Aquarius. That's pretty big. And then nobody can knock you off your game ever again. So yeah, you're about to be standing on solid ground, moving forward for the rest of your life, for no matter what, because you know how to do this now. You know how to do it. It's a big deal, Aquarius. How do you feel about that? I'd love to hear from you. All right. So thank you so much for being here, Aquarius. Thank you for your role, for the truth that you hold, that all of us get to be an example for all of us now. All right. I love you very much. And I will see you next time. I'm going to go ahead and move forward with Pisces now. Okay. Pisces, how are you doing? Pisces, so being in, let's see, we had Mars through a fellow water sign. We have Pisces moving into the North Node. You're probably starting to feel the pressure for you to be on par with your destiny, feeling purposeful in life. Feeling this maybe a little bit of pressure about like being able, and it might not even, it might just be this like, it might feel like relief to you to feel anchored down in tangible steps to be in harmony with your purpose for being satisfied in life. You may be feeling really in touch with yourself. So let's find out. Let's find out. What does the week of November 5th through the 11th look like for our beautiful Pisces? Okay, we have the Knight of Cups. Is somebody declaring their love for you, Pisces? Are you just receiving? Let's go ahead. I'm gonna keep shuffling. If those want to reappear, they're welcome to, but this kind of came out a little bit strange. Okay. Let's keep shuffling here for you, Pisces. Knight of Cups, which is actually your sign. But actually, Knight of Cups is your sign. Okay. They're telling me these cards that flipped over are, in fact, for you. All right. So, Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you're stabilizing. The deep desire here, the overarching theme right now is for you to feel stability in your resources, like financial resources, feeling stability in your material world. Okay. So that knowledge of stability is like holding space for you as you move forward with some sort of offer. Very well could be a romantic offer. We have the Devil here, which is where you let go of any idea of self-sabotage, any idea of low frequencies like unworthiness, and any low frequency, and this could even be codependency. This could even be codependency. So you may be reevaluating where you had been codependent in relationships before, and this energy of like not where you had not believed in yourself and created that codependency. Now, we also have the Five of Cups along with the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is very much like the Judgment card, where you start moving up into that higher version of yourself, where you start moving into your purpose, right? Feeling that you're on par with your destiny. Okay. Because that's what the North Node is about. So the things that you had regretted, the things that you had been sorrowful for losing, the things that you had had a difficult time getting over, that you're now at the end of all of that cycle where it had brought you down to your knees. It's the finale of that. Okay. And so that you are able to literally be raised up. That song, I Raise You Up, is going through my mind right now. Or you raise me up. Yeah, I think it's Josh Groban. You raise me up. Anyway, that's what this is. That's the song is playing here with this Ten of Swords. And what's raising you up is your ability to be able to receive in a greater capacity than ever before. You now know how worthy you are of receiving in a very, very deep level. And it's coming from you being able to stabilize your material environment. Okay. So I think that you've been able to sort of raise your opinion of yourself, Pisces, which is fantastic. That's really fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get clarifiers here and get some information about. We have a lot of Gemini energy here working with you. All right, so with this Knight of Cups, this Pisces energy of like mutable emotion water sign, we have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is where you know that any obstacle that's standing in your way is just that. It's just an obstacle that can be overcome. There is the light on the other side. Look, places that have been dark, now light is coming in. You're shedding light on that part of you that you denied yourself from seeing. You denied yourself of being worthy. This Lover's card definitely says that you are worthy of holding a greater capacity of love for yourself and life itself. Okay, greater capacity for love. With the Knight of Swords here, you're boldly moving forward with what? Let's find out. Queen of Pentacles and the Chariot. Your world is changing. I think that there's an opportunity that has been presented to you because you now know your worthiness and you hold that truth so strongly within yourself. You've gone after a lot of things that you hadn't necessarily before, but there's an offer that is wanting to change your physical world. Now that could be like moving in with somebody or taking a relationship to a new level. That could marriage. That could be a promotion that you maybe have to move for. What we're talking about is literally changing your physical world at this point. And so that might be where this Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is where you're now in this position of having all of your wants, all of your needs, all of your material desires and needs, all of your material needs being met. And you're able to move forward on a new path because of that. And so what's creating the regret? Moon card, the Page of Cups, King of Pentacles. This could be something as so simple for you, Pisces, as You've had an offer from a Gemini, and you are now letting go of any hopes and desires and imagination of being with a Taurus. It could be that simple. But I think that because you're breaking up with the idea of what your life you thought was going to be looking like as you were making these changes for yourself, as you were taking life by the horns, as you had this idea of what your destiny was going to look like, it's starting to take on a different shape than you expected. So in that like moon, oh my God. So I think that by the time we get to the full moon in Taurus, you're going to start to see your life in a very different lens of where it's going. Yeah, it's starting to take shape in a way that you had. The Tower. Okay, surprise, surprise. Queen of Wands. Oh my God, the Courage, the Judgment. I told you. Did I not say it? Okay, all right. So something's going to take place that is going to put you so boldly on this path, and a path that you had not expected to be on. It is very unexpected and puts you squarely in harmony and with confidence. See, I told you these two cards, not those two cards. These, doing everything backwards here. These two cards, they remind me they're so much like one another. So much like one another. And the Ten of Swords and the Judgment card, you're literally, it's the end of the darkness. It's the end of the dark night of the soul. Okay, end of the dark night of the soul. And something, and I'm going to clarify this Tower. I think that it comes into light of where your life is going so boldly, but you have the courage to move forward with this opportunity. And I think that that's very unexpected. That's unexpected. Ace of Wands. Yeah. Yep. Three of Wands. Okay. Yep. Your life is moving. Eight of Cups. King of Wands. Yeah. All right. That is, yeah, that's the message for you, Pisces, is that you had thought with the decisions that you were making that your life was moving in a very particular direction, and somebody with an offer has surprised you. You have to let go of your idea of what you thought it was going to look like, and you are going to courageously move forward, even surprising yourself at the courage that you have to move forward with this new opportunity. Yep, your life is about to look very different, and I'm so curious for you, Pisces, to know what does that look like for you come the beginning of, what is it? Are you starting to get an idea of what that is? You should be this week. So yeah, I want to hear from you guys by the end of November, maybe even by the end of this week, where you're like, oh my God, I got this offer. I did not see that coming. I did not see my life going in this direction, but I know that it has to. Everything has been leading up to this. Everything has been leading up to this, Pisces. Everything's been leading up to this. Oh my God. This bold new change in the direction of your life. Everything has been leading up to this. So congratulations for being actually prepared, more so than you thought. You're a mutable sign, right? You're ready to take action and to move in new directions. I think that just came in swifter than you thought. Okay. Being flexible is kind of being almost put to the test. Like, what am I supposed to be? The Gumby here? Like Laffy Taffy? Like, yeah, yes. At this point, you are sweet like Laffy Taffy, and so is the direction of your life. All right. So I love you so much, Pisces. This was a lot of fun, and I hope that you're having fun with it. Let go of, I think the biggest thing here is just to give yourself permission to let go of what you thought life was going to look like. And, you know, breaking up with what an idea can be as painful as breaking up with a person, but you are grieve that idea for a moment and then jump on board with how adventurous your life is about to be, because it is. You're going to love it. I promise you, you are going to love it, because guess what? You designed this with your higher self. Why would you design something that you didn't like? You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Okay. Thank you so much, Pisces. We're going to move forward now with Aries. Aries, how are you doing? How's it going, Aries? All right, so let's see. We have your ruling planet Mars moved into Leo. So you're going to start feeling like a bit of relief about not being so sensitive, like not being able to quite take action because there were things that you needed to make sure were tended to in terms of matters of the heart. But because Mars had been in Cancer, which is about home, it is about love, it is about nurturing, it is about family and emotions, of course. So you may not have been feeling like you could just boldly move with the things that you have desired for yourself because like you had to take care of those things. But now here we are with Mars in Leo. So you're ready to grab a hold of life again and just go for it, aren't you? Page of Pentacles and the Strength and the Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, what we have here is two minor arcana cards surrounding a major arcana. Okay, what that tells us here, Aries, is that the bold energy of your life, like the big overarching energy, is about you coming to terms with the infinite possibilities based on not reacting. Okay, it's less reactionary, and I know that you can be very strategic, Aries, but it's about not looking at things from a negative or it's like being able to I keep wanting to say like not be afraid, but I don't feel like you really are afraid. Yeah, I'm getting the answer here, and that is the thing that you have maybe been a little bit afraid of is actually being as bold. There are things. Here we go. Okay, Aries. Spirit is saying this. There have been things that you have been working on the down low. Okay, these have what you had maybe thought was a hobby, or you were just kind of refining a skill. You were honing in on something. You were learning more about it, and you were putting a lot of energy to it. But it was like behind the scenes. It was underneath. Like nobody really. It wasn't like part of your mainstream life. Okay, the life that you show everybody else. You had been working on this, and now you're being asked to have strength, okay, which means to tame any fears that you might have with being that person externally. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles because what you have been working on this is at the bottom of the deck, the Three of Pentacles. What you have been working on is very strong in nature. Like it's got a very firm foundation. It is the cathedral. It is the building with other people, something that is going to last a long time, and it is going to be rewarding for those who are involved in it. Okay, we have the Emperor, which is your energy here. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers before going any further here, Aries. Let's get some clarifiers for the Page of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and Nine of Cups. So good news around all right. So here we are. We have all right. I'm going to show you. We have Page of Pentacles, which is where this is information about money, about physical resources. Okay, this is about your material life. Okay, news, and it's upright, so it's good news around your material life. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups, which is Pisces energy, which represents your 12th house of subconscious, but it is also about being able to receive. Okay, so subconscious patterning about being able to receive, and the Three of Wands about rooting yourself down into this experience. Okay, it's all coming together here. I'm going to bring this all together. And we have reversed the Knight of Wands, which is like almost erratically moving forward. When we have the Knight of Wands or the Knight of Swords, we're seeing as like this bold action without really taking stock of the effects of what we're doing. Okay, the ramifications, ripples in the water, if you will. And it's reversed. Okay. And we have also the page, or excuse me, the Six of Cups, which talks about, the Six of Cups is about all right. What is that new? This news. I want to know. Okay. The news that you're getting, the news flash that you're starting to see how it impacts your life, has to do with that subconscious programming that had been in place since you were a child, that you've gotten since you were a child, about this could literally be about you. I think, okay, let's say you have like a very mainstream job. Okay, it's very, socially acceptable, but you've been looking at things that are more metaphysical or esoteric. Now, this is an example. Okay, you're gonna apply this to your life how it's appropriate, but let's say that it's that, like, it's that kind of a contrast is what I'm feeling, and it could be literally this. And you are having to let go and be very strategic in your planning, because you don't want to be rash. Okay. You don't want to be rash about how you approach bringing this out into the world, because you know that it's time. You had been taught, and it's been programmed into you, that there is a way of going about being stable in your life, being grounded in your life, how you set yourself up with your reputation and your career, how you show yourself to the world in order to be acceptable. It's like general marketing versus niche marketing, right? Okay. And now you're like, I know my niche. I know what I'm really good at. I know what it is, and it's less than, it's not going to serve as many people. It's very specific. It's going to serve a very specific group of people. Okay, so the Emperor here is that self-mastery that you are so good at. Yeah, it's like because so your self-mastery, this is where you do everything responsibly. Okay. This is the king of all kings. People come to this person for answers. People rely on this person for everything to flow smoothly. It's like everybody's relying on you. Okay. In order for things to go off without a hitch. The Emperor makes sure that commerce is going well, the resources of water and food are going well, all the dynamics, right? All of the things that the people are happy, the people are well taken care of. And we're talking about you being a leader of a household or a leader of a group. You're making sure that all parts of it are moving, the operations are moving smoothly, okay? And yet you feel stuck and bound to this idea of what you're supposed to bring forward, who you're supposed to be, based on, because there we go, back to the family card. This is the Ten of Cups. This is Cancer again. You're bumping up against who you were supposed to be, or what you were supposed to be doing in order to be who you're supposed to be. Maybe that's what it is. That feels like that's it. What you're supposed to do in terms of career versus what you're supposed to do in order to be who you need to be for everybody else. Okay. That's what you're bumping up against. And yet your focus and intentions have been elsewhere without you even realizing it. You have been building something. And I don't think that you've been intentionally necessarily building it, but it came into realization that you've actually been building something that you've got to bring out into the world. You've been focused on something, and you've been refining your skills and abilities in this. Okay. So let's go ahead now, Aries, and let's define or clarify, ask Spirit for clarifiers on the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is that skill that you've been refining. Okay. I've seen this for you. That's the Knight of Swords. That is the Knight of Swords. Okay, I'm going to get a couple more for clarifiers before I say what I believe this is. But think that you're going to be helping a very specific group of people here in the near future. You have had your attention on some specific subjects. I think that the people that you're going to help is not as broad as people that you hadn't necessarily been working with before. I think that you feel like you may be you're worried about letting other people down. Because the Knight of Swords here is talking about like mental torment. I think that you are going to be helping people relieve themselves from mental torment by connecting with something deeper. The Four of Swords is about like meditation, right? So we have the Nine of Swords is where your mind is like replaying this never-ending nightmare. Four of Swords is where you're completely in harmony and in balance through like meditation, quieting yourself. And right in the middle of that, we have a Tower. So let's go ahead and get some more information about this Tower. The Moon. Page of Swords. Ace of Cups. Okay, I think that so Celestial Weaver. All right, I think that you're going to be teaching people how to be, you're going to be showing the way, a leader in showing the way for people to be able to connect with their own divine spirit, with their own divine guidance system, their higher self. And I think that looks different than what you have been doing. And it's a very specific group of people that you'll be helping to be able to get over, trauma in their life through a very specific avenue of connecting with who they actually are. So where you may have like helped a lot of people like be able to heal themselves, now you're going to be working with people in a more refined way to tap into their own psychic self. Now that's a very, very, very specific reading. But what has happened is because you have stabilized this ability within yourself, it's now time to teach other people how to do it. And you be open with it. And not as small as you have been with it. It's time to like literally like, put the open sign on like, higher self coursework. But it feels to me even bigger than that. Is like you could be changing your business model to match this in some way. In some way, you're going to be teaching people how to tap into their own power. But a very, very, very specific way of doing it. And it's much more metaphysical and esoteric in nature. Okay. All right, Aries, I hope that was helpful, but I think that what's happening here is this transformation is taking place inside of you that you can't deny. Because if you think about Pisces being in the north node of destiny, Pisces being your 12th house, you have to teach people how to be bold enough and strong enough to overcome fears and tap into their own spirit. It's that reprogramming of the subconscious. And maybe that's what you're helping people do, is to be able to reprogram their subconscious. But the thing for you here, Aries, is that you have gotten so good at doing this that you know that your greatest gift to humanity, in whatever way this looks like for you, but it's less mainstream than what you have wanted. So you feel like, can I still be the leader that I need to be in terms of those who are relying on me? In terms of like, Can I be more bold with what I have to offer? And you're bumping up against your own programming on that. Okay. And there's a reason why it's happening, because you're preparing yourself to be in harmony with that, that Pisces North Node. And the South Node being in Virgo is you cannot be static. You cannot be stuck. You cannot be hard and fast on what you think people need. You've been preparing yourself for a long time to be of great worth. And it's time to be that in a more specific way. So you're going to be bumping up against that, Aries, that dichotomy. Yeah. In order to, the dichotomy of what's appropriate and mainstream, what's accepted by most people, and what your divine spirit is calling forward from you to fulfill your own dharma. It's dichotomy versus dharma. That's what we're looking at here, Aries. That's what November is this week specifically. And that Tower moment is going to show you, you're going to see, you're going to have this realization. I feel like this is a consciousness, a shifted consciousness Tower, more of a aha moment, a huge aha moment that helps you be able to see things in a way that you had not been able to before, but there's no going back now. Now there's no going back. So Aries, this is going to be a very, very pivotal. And I think that's you just recognizing that this is not a belief that I need to hold on to. I am safe to show the world what we're capable of. I am safe to show the world, and it's what they need. It's what they need. The world doesn't need us playing by the old rules anymore. And you know the magic around this. You've been using it for your own life. You've been using it in a very small way. And it's time for you to now be the leader to show other people how to do this. So yeah, it's interesting how it's going to look for you, Aries, but just know that you're bumping up against, can I be who I need to be for the people I need to be? Therefore, in terms of like maybe you're sustaining your household or something like that. The emperor of my empire, can I still be that and move forward with what spirit is calling me to do? And the answer is yes. When we get a Tower, the answer is yes. And spirit is going to show you in a very, very dramatic way. Spirit is going to show you the way. So have faith in that, and you will see things clearly in the very near future. All right, how you're going to move forward with this. Okay, Aries, thank you so much for being here. I love you all. And we are going to move forward now with Taurus. Okay, Taurus, how are you doing? How are things going for you? Jupiter in your second house. Oh my gosh. And so with Pluto being the ruler of Scorpio, right? Scorpio being your zodiacal opposite, and Pluto moving into your 10th house of career, fame, reputation, how you show up in the world, what people know you for. Yeah, I mean, big, and it's impacting your finances. Your reputation is impacting your finances in a big way. So what do you want to be known for? What are you doing? What's going on with you, Taurus? Six of Pentacles reversed. Starting off with the Six of Pentacles reversed. Okay. The Ace of Swords upright. The Ace of Swords upright. And one more card, please. Knight of Cups. Yeah. Okay. And the Six of Wands, which is about promotion. It is about going big and bold out into the world in a greater capacity. Okay. So this is about you stepping out and being seen by other people and being like celebrated by other people, and people accept you and they love what you're bringing forward. It's like your populations or popularity soars. And what's happening for you this week here, Taurus, is this ongoing process of being able to hold more abundance. Okay. I think abundance in many ways. Of course, we always want to hear about abundance in finances. And yes, absolutely. The reason I say this is because the Six of Pentacles is about our capacity to be able to hold things in a balanced way. And if we have a low self-esteem for ourselves, which is shown in the Five of Pentacles, the couple that are wounded and having to pull apart from each other because they're not able to see their worth. They've been operating, they come together like trauma bonded, right? And then one of them realizes we're never going to get there through this wound. And you will never will get there through the wound. So then when you get to the Six of Pentacles, what we're talking about is being able to accept your worthiness and be able to hold more value for yourself, and thereby holding that frequency in order to be able to accept and have more, right? So that's what the Six of Cups is or Six of Pentacles is talking about, is your ability to do that. And we've got it in reverse. So where are you constricting yourself? Where are you holding yourself tight? And the Ace of Swords wants to show you. And the Knight of Cups wants to bring more love in. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get clarifiers around all of these. Five of Wands, Eight of Cups, and 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so remember, I've got all of that talking about the Six of Pentacles being about being able to open yourself up to have and hold more. Raising the energy up and opening up where you've been constriction and held tight, and opening up to relax into this knowing of having. Okay, this abundance consciousness, this thriving consciousness. The Five of Wands is this conflict, this conflict with other people. Oftentimes it can be, it's a minor conflict. It's more of like a difference in opinion. Okay, it's a difference in the way of seeing things, the difference in the way of doing things, because we do have the fire energy there of Wands, right? So it's maybe a different way of going about it. Thus, going about what though? Going about what the Eight of Cups is calling you to. This is all about you following your passions. And the 10 of Pentacles is about you being able to put your passions into a resource, something, a payoff, right? It's about being able to do what you love and being paid well for it. Okay. So if we have the Five of Pentacles, or excuse me, the Five of Wands, there's a conflict on how to go about it. And this very well could be an internal conflict. But let's keep going here. What is the Ace showing us? What is that Ace showing us, Spirit? 10 of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Okay, all right. So this truth you're about to see through this week, you're going to have an ever-increasing knowledge and points of clarity that are going to show you how you have been holding on too tight with the responsibility of bringing forward what it is that you do. Okay, so it's about letting go and letting God, right? Jesus take the wheel kind of thing. This is about how you let influence of source energy be able to move through you. So, you know, I was talking about where you've been constricted. So like we do breath work or you exercise, you let more air into your body so that you can open up those muscles and open up your veins, your arteries, opening yourself up in your body to be able to receive more air, and air, the breath of life. That's life force energy. So this is literally about you being able to relax and open up, to be able to make movement in your body, to open your physical. This is about you opening up your physical body to receive more. This is literally about your body, because you already have the skills. You already know what you're doing. And so it's a matter of not holding yourself tight and tense anymore. And it's about, so spirit can work through you more. Yeah, you're about to kind of like, it's almost like you're going to be like this leader of this movement. Okay, because we have the Emperor here along with the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, Taurus. So we have you being able to be the leader of a large group of people, or be a very fair and wise example for others. Okay, even a decision maker, a very wise decision maker. What you have built is already in place in terms of what you're moving forward with. I think that like if you're building a business online or something like that, you've already got all the pieces in place. You know how to do the thing. You have the commerce, or you know, the platforms in place. You have a team that you trust that works well with and for you. And you're able to boldly move forward with being able to make some strong decisions. And it's about just getting your physical body on board with that. Okay, because spirit wants a greater capacity to work through you. And I think that even so, Ten of Swords and the Magician, along with the Lovers. Okay. And the Celestial Weaver card. All right. Okay, you guys, I have to show you this. I got to show you these cards, because this is a very specific and interesting message. And I only say it because this is what Spirit is saying to me. All right. And I know you may not know, necessarily how to read these cards as a tarot reader, but I just have to show them to you anyway. So we have Gemini energy, the Lovers, and the Magician here. We have the Ten of Swords, with you being raised up to this highest version of yourself, and no longer staying in low frequencies. You're getting over like depression or dark night of the soul or something like that. And it's coming from this love. Okay. Okay. So, and I keep seeing that it's through your body that this energy needs to move through. And so I don't know if you are up for it, but really what this message is looking like, it's like through the embodiment of connection. And this could be like tantric practices. What we're saying here is that there is like sacral and root chakra. That's really what we're talking about here. There is sacral chakra and root chakra work that you are going to be doing, again, in a very sacred way. This could be with another person, or a way that works really well for you, but it's about being able to open yourself up in those chakras so that spirit can move more freely through you to help you. So like the sacral chakra is about creation energy. Okay. It's where the the physical energy of like making babies comes from, right? The womb and the male part of the sperm. That's the like the 3D part of it. But what we're talking about here is the energy of being able to open yourself up to creator energy or creative energy through opening up that sacral chakra area. Okay, so not feeling as constricted and limited in those. And the root chakra is about your basic needs, like survival, right? So those two chakras are about to receive an activation of some sort. You'll know exactly what this looks like for you, but in order to allow life force energy to be creative and intuitive, working through you for your what is that called? It's the inspired action. Okay. So this is about ideas and being able to move forward with those ideas. So yeah, you're going to be getting an upgrade in your lower chakras, the root chakra and the sacral chakra, so that more spirit, life force energy can move through you for you to be able to create in a bigger way. And it's going to have everything to do with what you've been working on, what your passions are. And it's going to ignite this sort of like this explosion of you, what you're offering to the world, what you're bringing out there, what people know you for. And again, this does impact because we have Jupiter in your second house of finances. The amount of abundance, financial abundance that you'll receive for this is going to be long-term, steady, ever increasing because of it. That's the message for you. And the Celestial Weaver is about that energy of life force energy moving through you to create worlds. You're creating your own universe through life force energy or life force energy through you. So this is a really, really, really magical time for you, Taurus. This is, this is going to be very powerful. It's interesting to see how this is actually moving through your body for you to be able to be more of who you actually are and not worry about like the way that other people have done it. This is going to be unique. You're going to be able to move forward with your own unique way of whatever it is that you've been working on. It's going to have your energetic signature all over it. And life force energy is about to magnify your ability to create this in a big way. So, yeah, you could have a very, Scorpio energy is actually very sensual in nature. So to really put it in terms of practicality here, working with sensual energies to manifest in our life is something that the Scorpio does. And that is the opposite way, because you're Taurus used to like building with your hands. And this is now more about building through energy. Okay. And it's like waking up more sensuality within yourself so that you are able to create from energetically those parts of you. Okay. So I hope that was very helpful, but you may have a really sensual week. And so I hope that plays out really nicely for you. But that's why it's happening. And I think that if anything, then now you know why it's happening. I mean, it's not just because you're like, you got the love bug. You might feel like that, but it's happening for a very specific reason for you to be able to move energy more clearly through your body, to be able to be more creative in what you're bringing out into the world. Okay. That's unique to you. All right, Taurus, thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Have a very lovely week, and I will see you guys all next week. Okay. Let's go ahead with Gemini. All right, Gemini, how are you doing? How is this week for you? How is Gemini? I think that Jupiter about to go direct again in your sign? Oh, is that what's about to happen? I'm so not with that one. I apologize. But Jupiter is all about you just harnessing the power of wisdom within yourself to be able to expand in a way that is dynamic and brilliant. And you are brilliant, Gemini. You are very brilliant. All right, so let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say for Gemini for the week of November 5th through the 11th. Okay, so we're starting off with the World card. And I just got a flashback of previous readings for you. And that previous reading was about you being able to trust the, people in your life. Okay, so that you can move forward with this new connection. Okay, new connections. All right, so we have the World card. We have the Page of Pentacles. The Page is news about your physical life. The World is about ending a major cycle. The ending of a major cycle. And those two cards wanted to be, yeah, so it's about putting you, Jupiter, yeah, putting you squarely in contact with your destiny, your divine destiny. And it's a little bit like, it can feel like you're trying to balance two worlds. It can feel like you're trying to balance all of your resources. It can feel like you're trying to understand how to harness powerful energies and be able to use those responsibly. That's what it can feel like. But Jupiter's got you in good hands. You're prepared for this. I promise you. So what we're going to do is go ahead and, Gemini, get some clarifiers for you here. We have the World card. Spirit, what do you have to say for our Gemini and the World card, please? Ace of Wands reversed. Two of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands. All right, so here's the thing, and we got the Page of Pentacles after that. So this World card is telling you it's about you, having a bigger impact. It's about you having a wider platform. It's about you ending a major cycle. It's like everything that you have gone through is now wrapped up in a pretty little bow and has solidified you into this new version of yourself that brings you to you now are a new you, right? And so what you have to offer, in terms of what you have to create with in the world is new. It's fresh. It's upgraded. Okay. So we have the Ace of Wands reversed, which talks about this being a brand new opportunity, never before experienced, kind of maybe a little bit on pause. Okay. Might be a little bit on pause because you are taking some time to really plan your next steps that are going to, because this could be like you're putting the brakes on. That's where we're at right here, Gemini. You're putting the brakes on because you want to be very strategic, knowing that your world, your comfort zone is changing. You have to step out of your comfort zone in order to grab a hold of this new opportunity. That the King of Wands tells us that this opportunity is happening for you. You are well prepared for it, and it's time to take action. The Queen of Pentacles talks about you will be the Queen of Pentacles tells us that you understand now how to take very good care of yourself. Okay. And because you know how to take very good care of yourself, because you know how to nurture yourself where you need to be, you're taking care of your energy and you're placing your energy in a very intelligent, planned out way. Okay. That is what has prepared you for this opportunity. That is what this cycle has ended. You're now more mature in your ability for self-care, which opens up this new opportunity. And now you're being asked to come out of your comfort zone. So Page of Pentacles, please tell us more, Spirit, about the Page of Pentacles, which is news about something that you already know about. Okay. About your physical world, even your money. About your material possessions. What did I say? Okay. All right, here, Gemini. Okay, so we have we have the Star card, which is all of these blessings coming from the healed version of you, but it also talks about you being in connection with your emotions in order to be able to get insight and inspiration from that deeper part of you. Okay. Through it's emotional intelligence that paves the way to intuition. Okay. And we have the Hermit, who's able to look within and gather that wisdom and apply that wisdom. We have the King of Cups, which is all about emotions here and emotional maturity and emotional stability. And we have the Six of Swords here, where you are now moving yourself from an emotionally turbulent time where you've had a very, very difficult time emotionally. And you've been able to draw off of that, to be able to understand who you are and to see what you're capable of. I think that this Scorpio energy for you Gemini, has you understanding the power and depths of who you are through emotions. You're feeling your strength. You're feeling your power. You're feeling what you're capable of. You're feeling into the wisdom that you gained. And because you're now feeling into it, you're taking care of yourself better than you've ever taken care of yourself before. Again, this is what's uncomfortable for you. You're kind of like wanting to put the brakes on it because this is all now 100% feeling game versus a thinking game. And you are a thinking sign, right? So you're wanting to put the brakes on it, and yet it's what's taking you forward. It's carrying you where you need to be. And it is blessing your life with this new opportunity. Again, there's an opportunity that is being presented to you that is going to bless your life with such optimism. And I have to say that we've seen a lot of love energy, a lot of connection with other people in your readings here, Gemini. And I think that because you have allowed yourself to feel into past hurts and past wounds and move beyond them, you're now able to move forward with this new love in your life, and your world is going to be infinitely blessed because of it. And it has to do with you becoming the best version of yourself through this love connection. Nine of Swords and Emperor. 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so the Nine of Swords is where you end that torment. That's just this figment of your imagination. It's where you're like, yeah, I can move past this because actually I'm actually pretty good now. I'm not in that anymore. Whatever it was that was hurting me, and I don't need to keep replaying it. It's just imagination. I'm just terrorizing myself. And with that decision, the Emperor, you come out of this week with the ability to be the master of your destiny instead of the victim of your circumstances. The master of your destiny, because you have owned the experiences that you have had that have been very troublesome, very hard. And you're able to move forward with this person in your life who's very inspiring. And it's opened you up, I think, more than you've ever thought that it would. And because of that, you now are the master of your destiny, no longer the victim of your circumstances. And you get to, for the first time, begin to get a glimpse of what the light that's on the other side of what had been dark and tormenting for you for a long time. You're now beginning to be able to use that energy of the wisdom that you gained through the experiences that you've had in a way that it helps other people, inspires other people in a very leading kind of way. This is where you own your past and you make something new of it. You rewrite your story, Gemini, to magnify who you really are, because now you know. And it all came through an avenue you had not expected, which was emotions. You wanted to analyze everything. You wanted to intellectualize everything. And because this emotional wave came through you, it opened you up to know the power that you have to take care of yourself, no matter what's going on around you. And you see what you've gained. You see what you've gained. Yeah. The master of your destiny, no longer the victim of your circumstances, Gemini. That's what's happening for you this week. Yeah, the big transformation. Huge, huge transformation, Gemini. That's fantastic. Yeah. Maybe a little bit tender, but I think that you feel really good. You're going to feel really, really proud of yourself. That's the feeling that I'm getting here. You're going to be really surprised and proud of yourself as you make this transition through this week. Okay. So thank you so much for joining me, Gemini. I love all of you, and I will see you all next week. I'm going to move forward with Cancer now. Okay, Cancer, how are you doing? Let me take a quick drink of my coffee here. All right, Cancer. So how was Mars moving through your sign? I bet it was like lit a fire under your rear, huh? Lit a fire. That's what, but were you trying to tame, and mute down that fire energy? It might have felt like you were going to war with some people there for a little bit, fighting for your right to party. Beastie Boy. Were you feeling like a Beastie Boy? All right, Cancer, let's go ahead and Page of Pentacles. Okay, this is news, something that you're already familiar with in terms of your money, your material world, your material possessions. 7 of Cups, which is, and this is Venus in Scorpio. And it opens up potentials and avenues for you. The High Priestess reversed with the Lovers. Now, High Priestess is your card, Cancer, okay? This is where you're 100% tapped into your intuition, but I think that it's less about intuition right now, and it's very much about your physical reality at this point. And I think that the 7 of Cups, although it is an emotion card, right? The Cups, emotions. I think that you're physically engaging in some new opportunities. Because again, this is a Page of Pentacles, so it's about something that you already know about. You're already engaging, physically engaging. Okay, so tell us more, please, Spirit. Tell us more for our beloved Cancer. King of Pentacles and the Hierophant reversed. Okay. Yeah, you're going about something in a less than traditional way. And this could be with a Taurus. I think that is more about your career, honestly. I think that you're making some career moves that are outside of what I think maybe even normal protocol, or because we have here with the 7 of Cups with options, things, opportunities opening up for you. We have the 8 of Pentacles, which tells us that you've been working on this skill for a long time, and the Ace of Pentacles telling us that all of your wants and needs are met, and you're moving forward on this new career path, this new path in life, very, very well taken care of. That's what this King of Pentacles is about. Physical material reality, like literally having all resources. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get Wheel of Fortune for the High Priestess and the Lovers that are together. High Priestess and Lovers. The Fool. This is all major arcana energy. Knight of Pentacles and the Magician. This is all Gemini energy. This is about your subconscious. You know, I've seen a lot of readings today about the subconscious, okay? And if we're looking at Gemini as the native ruler of your 12th house here, Cancer, it makes sense that you're taking action in a non-traditional way to solidify your material well-being and to gain ranks in your career gains, right? To gain ranks, to like move up the career ladder. But all of this is like energy that's like, because if we're talking about 12th house, we're talking about behind the scenes, we're talking about subconscious, right? We're talking about like this energy is so magnificent. There's such magnitude around this energy that you have been building up, Cancer, that there's nothing that you could do to stop it. Because again, we have a high priestess, which means that this is not just your own intuition. This is something even bigger than you, but it has you right behind it, right? Like you're the one that's been, you know, that putting this together for yourself. But it's the cosmic forces working in your behalf at this point to manifest balanced, something that's faded, a whole new, okay, so, all right, okay, so I think that what's going on here is that you're seeing yourself as moving forward with this career path, okay, and you're starting to make these moves, you know what you're doing, you're being non-traditional about it, you're not waiting for other people to say, yeah, go ahead and apply for that, or you know, we want you over here, you're like, yeah, that's where I'm going, okay? But you're going about this. The reason why I'm hesitating here is because we have the Fool card in the middle of everything. We have the Magician, we have the Lovers, we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is all very fated manifestations, your power of manifesting. The High Priestess reversed, which says that it's even bigger than, like you're pulling an energy that's even bigger than just your higher self. Okay? You're using energy that's even bigger than your higher self now. It's like your higher self is now connecting into the power of the universe, which is always is, but maybe connect with other people's higher selves. Maybe that's it. To like literally move mountains for you. Cancer, you're on a path, you're on a trajectory of being able to stabilize yourself in a scenario that is going to be long lasting. And you are being extremely brave in taking these steps forward. Like that lone wolf, not taking cues from anybody else. You're letting the power of the universe literally turn you into this ninja that nobody can contend with. You're a non-contender, or they're non-contenders. I don't know. You've already won. Like you stepped into the ring wearing the belt. You stepped into the ring wearing the belt. That would be a non-traditional way of going about it, because traditionally there would be a fight to win the championship, right? No, you've already decided that you've won, and so you're taking the championship. You just showed up like, I've already won. You guys can all go home. That's what this is. That's what this is here, Cancer. You are so sure of yourself, and you are so brilliantly being directed that universal forces has gone out there and like rearranged the geography of the map for you and rearrange the playing field for you. So all you have to do is show up and claim your prize. There's nobody that can compete. This is like, are you ready for this week, Cancer? Are you ready for this week? Are you ready to just show up and claim your prize? Because that's what's written all over this reading here. You've already won. Now let the pieces fall into place. You've already won. Whatever it is that you're going after, yes, is the answer. You've already won. You've got it. And it's going to be lasting. It is going to be exactly what you want. You played your cards well. You are very masterful in this. You are very masterful in this manifestation. And the answer is yes. It's yours. You've won. Okay? So, I don't know who needed to hear that. And I hope it resonates with a lot of you because that's pretty incredible. Well done. I'm a master of reality, right? Okay, Cancer, thank you so much for joining me. That was just like, wow. It was so impressive and so shocking. I was like jaw dropped. Like the power that you are wielding this week. Like it's awe-inspiring. All right, so have fun with it. Have fun winning, okay? All right, I love you all so very, very, very much. And now we're going to move forward with Leo. Leo. All right, Leo, what's in store for you? It's very pivotal time. What's in store for you, Leo? What's going on in your personal world? This feels very methodical. Like you're not rushing into anything. You're watching. You're aware. This feels very King of Wands. Which is you. You know that, right? Of course you know that. I'm feeling very strong King of Wands energy. All right. Let's go ahead, Spirit. Please show us what is in store for our Leos. One more card. Well, shocking, right? We have here the Sun card, which is you, which is the overarching energy. This is the higher octave of the King of Wands. Yeah, so this is like, you see how when you know something so well, you know, this is childlike curiosity right here, right? But this man here, he understands this power, right? The power of the sun, the power of life force energy. He understands it to the point that he can now spell it out or teach like a third grader. Okay. So that's what I mean by this very methodical. Like I understand, I know, I'm prepared, and I can relay this to anybody who needs to know this or is interested in this, whatever this is for you. Okay. So now opportunities are beginning to come your way, and it's time for you to go and to be able to like communicate this with other people. I've never felt that so strongly in the Sun card before about teaching other people. This is a card of communication. This is a card about, this is Mars in Gemini. Now, if we look at what's going on, Mars is in your sign, all about ambition, boldly going forward, right? And Jupiter's in Gemini, about expansion within your purpose, your dharma. Okay? Using the wisdom that you hold to teach other people. Now, right in the middle of this, we have the Devil. Okay? This is about lower energies. This is about codependency. This is about addiction, even. And then we have self-care from the Queen of Pentacles. Okay? Self-care from the Queen of Pentacles. And she knows where she's putting her energy. She's aware of how she feels and then acts from there. She tends to her life force energy. She tends to herself, nurturing her focus, right? With what she's going to focus on. She nurtures it to the point of like, I'm not going to place my energy anywhere that's not going to bring back what I want. And she values it above all else. She knows that her attention and her focus is her most valuable resource. That's what the Queen of Pentacles is. She's the queen of knowing the value of herself and her focus. She takes very good care of herself. She tends to her world meticulously. There's a meticulousness in this for you, in this week for you, Leo. So now what we're going to do is we are going to shuffle some more and get some clarifiers. Please tell us, Spirit, more about that King of Swords. We have the Death card, which is Scorpio, and the Page of Wands. I want more information on the Death card, okay? I'm actually going to use a different deck for this, I'm being told. So give me some more information on this transformation that you're experiencing, because the Page of Wands is about an information on an opportunity that you're familiar with, okay? And the Death card, I want to know. Just saw that card go flying. Did you see that? So I'm being given 3 cards here. Okay. I was wondering if this was the case. Okay. So, okay. So what you're taking people down below. It's like you understand how to go into the parts of yourself that you had been scared to go into before. Okay, this is the Strength, which is also a Leo card. Okay, that's the Strength is. We have the 6 of Swords. Now this is about this like Plutonian energy of being able to go down into your own personal hell to pull up the knowledge that you've gained through your experiences. And it's about going from something heavy and turbulent and emotionally troublesome into something calm, because now you understand. Now you understand where you've been. Now you understand why you've been where you've been and what you gained from all of that and where you're going. And I say taking other people there because this is the Hierophant. Now this is you in a leadership position. So this could be where you've done your own personal work to bring yourself to a position of being able to get a promotion that puts you in a position of like a manager or supervisor or teacher of some sort, okay? And then the Queen of Wands is Aries energy, which is your fellow fire sign, which is Mars, right? This is the confidence for you to be able to receive the resources that you need in order to be doing what you confidently know you're capable of doing. I hope that was helpful. There was a lot there in that Knight of Swords. A lot there. That Knight of Swords is asking a lot of you. So what we're talking about in this Knight of Swords, because it's like time to go forth, because you've done the personal work. It's time for you to go forth and be the teacher, the supervisor, the manager, the department head, whatever it is. Be that for others, because you've done the work now. Now we've got the Page of Wands. I don't know why I'm still using this deck, but we're going to do the Page of Wands. Is somebody from your past, somebody that you've known, that you've had a very significant relationship with, a love relationship. There's Temperance. Okay, the Page of Wands. Okay. So it seems to me, and then we have the 6 of Pentacles. 6 Pentacles. All right. So Leo, what we're seeing here is that this very emotionally turbulent time that you have been through had been with a potentially somebody that you were very close to. And what's happened is you have been able to use that relationship, or the healing of that relationship, the healing of the dissolution of the relationship, or the change in the dynamic of that relationship. You have been able to use what had not been working to your benefit for your own personal growth, that this is the Temperance and love, like deep love and new. This is a renewal of purpose. This is about taking something that had been challenging and gaining from it to your win. That's the sun back there. That's you again. that is the win, right? That's what is that? Like success is imminent. Okay. It's absolute. Your destiny is when the win is certain. Okay. So somehow you have some new information on a subject that you're already familiar with about somebody that you care about that transforms you into a very different version of yourself. And you now are able to take that turbulence and to make something new of you. And it propels this. Well, I think that you've been working towards being a new version of yourself as far as career goes. And then you were able to refine your character and your personal worth through a loving connection with somebody as that has dissolved or evolved. Okay. As that has changed, you now have a new sense of purpose of who you are and what you're capable of. And you have a new sense of what it was all for. I think you've refined your relationship with yourself through this relationship, through your desire to achieve, and your relationship with somebody else has been this, like, probably very messy. Well, that would really speak to that Mars in Cancer where it had been, where it's a very emotional time, but your aspirations, your ambition has got you moving, trying to move in this new direction of your life. And it's like the redefining of this relationship for you is actually a redefining of the knowledge of who you are. Probably was very surprising. Okay, so that was the Page of Wands. And now we're going to move into the Devil and Queen of Pentacles. So that's where you've been. This is where you're going, or where you currently, no, this is where you currently are. The Devil, which is all that addiction and subconscious, and the Seven of Pentacles. This is about you reassessing your current life. Is the life that you want built for yourself the life that you want? Is it producing what you want? We have the Moon here, intuition, subconscious. This is intuition in terms of like psychic abilities, okay? Being able to witness the unseen. It's not physically in your world. And here we have the Four of Cups, where you are not going to accept anything less for yourself, okay? So we've got something emerging here. Now, so far, it doesn't really look a whole lot different than what we'd already seen from your reading about you, like knowing who you are, coming to a higher understanding so that you're capable of being more for your life and achieving what you want. But now here we are, like really doing an assessment. Okay, we're taking stock at this point of what we've allowed. You're taking stock of what you've allowed. What you've allowed yourself to receive. Yeah, and that's ending right now. That's ending right now. Okay. And you may have gotten yourself a little bit off your path because of love. Like you may have gotten yourself like kind of distracted or whatever because of this love relationship. But here's the deal. You, again, we have the Six of Swords twice now, where you're taking yourself from something very heavy, even dark and turbulent, emotionally, to clearer, calmer waters. And it's the end. You're ending this cycle, okay? Because you're able to see it now for what it was. You're able to see you for who you are, and you were able to use it to your betterment, to better yourself, because you're not going to tolerate not achieving the things that you decided for yourself. Okay. Now we have the Two of Cups here, where this is about a sacred relationship, either with yourself or with somebody else that is like a soulmate. So this is about the Sun card here, and we're going to go deeper into the Sun card, which is absolute consciousness, manifestation, consciousness. In the High Priestess, oh my God. Okay. So either a psychic has given you some information, or you're tapped into your psychic abilities because you're being given some insights here that are giving you some information about an opportunity. Okay. That is so in harmony with you. Okay. Now we have the Two of Cups, which tells me it's in harmony with you. In this deck, that's what I was going to say, is in this deck, that's a reflection of self. That's your higher self. I remember early on in the beginning of my awakening experience, and I was learning how to meditate and all of that. And I asked to see my higher self. And I was having a really, really, really difficult time at that point in my life. And I was shown this image of me like on a train going somewhere. And I looked out the window and I saw a reflection. And it was a reflection of me, the way that I looked that day. Which I probably didn't look great. I remember thinking like, well, I don't even have makeup on. Like I probably hadn't even showered or something like that. It was like, whoa. But I saw this reflection of myself, exactly how I was. But the image on the other side, the reflection looking back at me, was 100% okay with where I was. And so, like, the emotional information that I got, emotional information, the insights that I received from that is a lot like what you're experiencing now. Like, your higher self is so okay with where you are, where you have been. You are united, and you can never ever sever that connection. And you begin to own that. And what happens is you excel and expand like never before. So you use this, you had your aspirations, which were a driving force, that you non-negotiable. I'm going to achieve the things that I've set out for myself. You had a very turbulent, romantic or very significant relationship with somebody that helped you be able to own yourself in a better way. And you're able to take that difficult situation to be able to evolve from it. And now you're over that, and you are in harmony with your higher self, completely okay with where you are. Because once you've made peace with where you are, now you soar bigger and brighter than ever before. The things that you are going to accomplish, the things that you are going to see manifest in your life, the things that you are going to be able to engage with, the opportunities that you're going to be able to walk into are going to be, I think that the word expansive in nature kind of doesn't even do it justice. The opportunities that you are about to walk into, I think, are going to be much more magnificent in who you are showing up, more magnificent than you had originally planned for yourself. So if you're having a hard time with where you're at and you have an idea of where you want to be, Spirit is saying you've been through a ton. You're perfectly aligned with where you are meant to be in order to be able to receive what's coming next. You've done the work, you're prepared, and you are ready. And all you have to do is be okay with where you're at. That's it. That's all you have to do. And you will watch your dragon wings or angel wings spread out. And the action that you will take will be so inspired, and you will be so in flow that you will never, ever have to question what it's like again to be in sync and in harmony with your higher self, and know that you're guided in every single moment. Don't fight yourself. The torment of what you needed, the torment of the situations that you had been in have served their purpose. You've gained what you needed to out of them. Be okay with where you're at, because where you're going is going to astound you, Leo. It's going to astound you. It took us a long time to get there, and I'm sure that you're feeling like it's taking you maybe a long time to get exactly where you need to be. But I can tell you that where you're going is better than you've even expected for yourself. So be very proud of everything that you've done, because I know that I am proud of you. I know that I am proud of you. I can feel where you've been, the transformation that's taking place. That's what both these cards are. This is death. This is transformation. This is Scorpio. And this is the Phoenix. This is the Scorpio expanded. The evolution has taken place. And this is you in the middle. To you. And to you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you've done it. You've done it, Leo. You're okay. You're okay. It may have been tough, but you're okay. Accept where you're at, because it was all for a purpose. And you're using this Scorpio energy to the full capacity. And you're going to come out smelling like roses. You're going to come out, on top of your world. And you're going to love it. I promise you're going to love it. Okay. All right, Leo, thank you so much for being here with me. I love you so much. Be very proud of yourself. Be very gentle with yourself. Be very kind to you. You've been through a lot. You are where you are meant to be. And what's coming next is going to blow your socks off. Okay. All right. I love you. Okay. So now we're going to move forward with Virgo. All right, Virgo, how are you doing? How is this month treating you? Let's find out what's going on this week, at least. It's all we can do, right? What's right in front of us? One step in front of the other. That's the Virgo way. One step in front of the other. What's right in front of us? How can we manage to the best of our ability with the information we've got to organize everything in our life? Right? It's the Virgo way. So let's find out what this fixed water sign, which couldn't be any farther away from who you are, right? Well, that's not true, because it's always like earth and water, and you're earth sign, right? You're the fixed, or excuse me, you're the mutable, which means the very fluid earth sign, which means you want to, hyperfixate on all the possibilities about your material world and have all those details all worked out. And then we have the fixed water sign, which is like, this is the way we feel and this is our truth. But water and earth always go together, and air and fire always go together. I don't know if you knew that, but that's the way of it, because those are the opposites on the zodiacal wheel. So like your opposite is going to be a water sign, which is Pisces. And Pisces is about to take the north node, and you are about to take the south node, which means any comfort zones that you have been in, that you have been static in, are about to be under review. So it's a good thing that you're a flexible sign, isn't it? All right, here, Virgo, let's find out what we have in store for you for this week. King of Wands, the Moon, and the Three of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I have to say that just straight out, an opportunity that you can't see the full manifestation of yet is bringing you in company with those who are like-minded, and you are working well. You work well with these people. They're either a friend group, they're a strong support group, either way, they're people that you really love to be around and work well with. This isn't necessarily work hard, but it is about being able to achieve things in your life, be successful at the things that you achieve in your life, because you are well supported. Okay. And so what we see here with the King of Wands is your subconscious, right? This is the energy of your subconscious. This is Leo energy. This is about like taking action, but being able to do it from a very strong intuitive place. And then being able to, what's the overarching energy here that's propelling all of this is you being able to have an enormous amount of wealth at your disposal. Either that's from, because this is Scorpio season, so we're looking at shared resources. So we could be looking at inheritance money that's offering you a new opportunity, and taking you somewhere that you had never expected to be. Or this could be that you're wanting to something that you're putting together, some sort of work that you're doing is meant to bring in a great deal of money for you. Okay. So, what's interesting here is that Leo rules your subconscious, and Mars is in your subconscious house right now, which is going to be about taking that action, about being ambitious right now. And it's going to be like this sort of like intuitive, like go for it, go for it, go for it. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers here. We have the 10 of Cups for the 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, and 2 of Wands. So you're getting a lot of support around you to be able to take advantage and prepare yourself to be able to be successful in an opportunity that's coming your way or has come your way. Okay. And it's taking you out of your comfort zone. So people are gathering around you, because we have the 10 of Cups. That's strong, like family. That's like, we did this together, or we can do this, or together we are strong kind of energy. The 2 of Wands is like, you're moving out of your comfort zone. And so having that support group around you is very important to you right now. The 9 of Cups, that puts you squarely in this like alignment with your desires. All right. So let's go ahead and clarify the Moon for you. We have the Lovers card, the Star card, and the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, blessings are coming into your physical world. You're manifesting. And I think that you just are intuitively knowing that there's a large amount of money that is coming to you or available to you, or somehow you're manifesting that the financial well-being that you have desired. But it's not a shock. This is like, it's coming. It's coming. And then we have the 7 of Cups, so more opportunities. And the 5 of Wands, that's a conflict card. 7 of Swords. So I think that you want to go about like achieving something with this. You have the 5 of Wands in this is really so minor in the fact that any conflict that you're feeling is about making the best move possible. Okay. But you're being so guided right now and supported to be able to follow your dreams. Your dreams, the things that you want for yourself, are available because large amounts of money are available or coming available to you. So this is 4 of Wands. We're looking at the 3 of Cups. We're looking at the 3 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. The 3 of Cups is people that are supportive. Again, this is like this friend group or people that you work with that work really well with you. The 4 of Wands is being rooted down. Are you receiving an inheritance? An Ace of Cups. Yeah. Okay. So what this looks like is there's a large amount, and this is the Queen of Wands who's able to confidently move forward with her life. Okay. The things that she desires for herself. She's looking at the next opportunity and she's understanding how to go about it. Okay. With confidence is the way. Okay. She has the power to go and do anything she wants. Here's the deal. I think that you are in contact with some people that are very loving, okay, that mean well for you. I think that you may have come into contact with those people because potentially somebody has passed away and family is gathering, but there's money coming. or you have entered into a group of people that, or surrounded yourself with people that are so uplifting that I think here we have it. So either you're getting a large inheritance and your life is going to change by that, or you are now the opportunity that you have. It is, when I say opportunity, I mean like probably a career move. Okay. Like you're being given a career move opportunity that puts you in alignment with wealth consciousness. Okay. The people that you're surrounding yourself are showing you the way and lighting up the possibility of how to get and be wealthy, how to allocate your finances in a way, the way that wealthy people do. That's what's going on for you, Virgo. The people that you're surrounding yourself are cheering you on and supportive of what you're going to do in terms of wealth consciousness or how you're going to impact your life. What you're going to do is meaningful to you. It's very meaningful to you. Yeah, there's a huge storyline of money changing your life right now in a big way. You may not see it all quite yet, but trust me when I say that the pieces are being put into place for you to be fully supported in this new consciousness. Okay? Fully supported in this new consciousness. So you're ready. You're ready to stabilize yourself. Don't fight it. I think that if anything, you're healing the conflict inside of you where you hadn't felt like you had all the resources available before. That part of you is healing. And if there's any sense from any of you that you might be, and I just have to say it because it's coming up, because that's seven of swords. Some of you may feel like that you maybe don't deserve what's coming your way. You may feel like it's, the loss was too great for you to get. That wasn't what you wanted, was necessarily the money. Some of you may feel like there was, some of you may feel like was the cost to get what I have now worth it. Not all of you are going to feel that way, but if any of you feel that way, know this, that you are intended to be holding this wealth consciousness now, and you are not meant to be walking in the shoes of everybody else. And I think that's been an effort that Virgos maybe have made before, because you're such humanitarians that you have tried to understand everybody to such a degree that you put them before yourself. And now it's 100% you and the life that you've wanted. And you could have a difficult time coming to terms with that. But here's the Leo part of you saying that you're worth it. That's the subconscious. You're worth it. This was always meant to be. You're going to allocate the resources in a way that blesses your life and probably the lives of other people really well. You thriving is the impact that you want to make in the world. It is. So, so congratulations, because it may be surreal at this point. That's what I feel like. That's the word I'm feeling for you. It may be surreal, the upshift or the up level that you are experiencing within the next week or two. It may be surreal, but it's definitely meant for you. So please accept it, Virgo. Please accept it, because Source adores you and everybody else, and everything is working out really well for everybody all the time. I promise. Okay. Whether they can see it or not, it's not up to you to see it for them. It's up to you to see it for you. Okay. I love you so much, Virgo. Have fun with your money. All right. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for joining me. And I will see you all next week. Okay. All right. So now let's go ahead and let's cover Libra. All right, Libra, how is everything going for you? Well, holy wow, Libra. I mean, you guys are like taking off like nobody's business, right? I remember your last reading left me like shell shocked. I was like, I couldn't believe it. So what do you got going on this week? Where does it go from here? Where does it go from here, Libra? We're about to find out. All right. Okay, Libra. So we have the Strength card. The Page of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. So you're getting some news. This is a messenger. It's always the messenger. Now we have the messenger of the gods moving into Sagittarius. And this, I believe, is a Sagittarius card. Okay. So Sagittarius is going to be about unbridled adventure and go for it energy. Okay. And so you're going to be getting messages in regards to that kind of energy. And so we have a Strength card here that is reversed, all right? Strength is where you have been able to tame those scary monsters inside of yourself and been able to see the positive, regardless of the scary, and look at it from a different perspective so that you're open to infinite potentials. Like I said at the very beginning in the intro, that the only thing that, I think it was intro, maybe it was somebody's reading, I don't remember. But here's the thing, is that the only thing that ever can actually move anything forward is being able to see things from a positive perspective, okay? So once you gain that positive perspective, that's what opens up the infinite possibilities. And sometimes we have to, like, you know, it's the art of knowing how to get yourself back there, not of expecting yourself to be there all the time. It's the art of knowing how to get yourself back there to peace and infinite potential and the insight of infinite intelligence. But here's the thing, you cannot expect yourself to be there 100% of the time, because you have to have experiences that offer questions to ask. But it's the art of being able to know how to get back there that serves you the highest good, that makes life magic. Okay, so we have the Strength card reversed. We have the Two of Pentacles, things like, whoa, how do I go about my physical life at this point? It's kind of like, what? But it's also like a reminder to have fun with this newfound energy. Okay, it's a reminder to have fun. And then we have a Nine of Cups, because you're in tune with everything that you desire. Your hopes and wishes and dreams are coming true. And the Wheel of Fortune here says, yeah, fortune is on your side. Okay, fortune is on your side. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers for you here, Libra. It feels like you might have found yourself just a little bit off balance compared to where you had been flying high before. So Strength card has to do with the Eight of Pentacles, what you're wanting to move forward, what you're wanting to bring forward in the world, the skills that you have refined, right? It's adding up. And the Three of Wands, rooting down into that new career. Okay, rooting down into that new career. The Two of Pentacles is about your reputation. It's about you being public. It's about people accepting you, and it's about being accepted really well. It's about promotion and others like being, you know, you're following your passion and others appreciate it. Okay, and the Queen of Cups, you're following your heart. You're doing this from a heart-centered place. You're creating from your heart. Okay. So I think that and then there's the Four of Swords, which is for the Nine of Cups, which is about Four of Swords, which is about you being at peace inside. Oh, You know what I just got from that? And I'm going to get one more card just to, you know what I just got from that for you here, Libra? It's like when I'm by, this is what I'm getting. When I'm by myself, when I'm by myself and I'm quieted and I'm in a state of meditation. Okay, when I'm inside my house, when I'm inside myself, when I'm quieted, when my mind is quieted, I'm okay and I can see exactly how to move forward with my life and what I'm creating. But the wobble comes from being able to trust that even if you can't see it all for what it's worth now, like the full-on manifestation, like you're out there, like when you're quieted, you have the full picture. When you're out in the world, you're like, I'm not necessarily seeing the fruit of my labor yet. I'm not necessarily seeing the big win at this point, which puts us in a conflict mode, which is a little bit scary beyond me being able to tame it. Because I've done all this work. Am I on the right path? I've done all this work. Am I on the right path? And I just got, that's what I'm hearing for you. I've done all this work. Am I on the right path? I don't see it paying off yet. And the Wheel of Fortune saying you have solidified your success in this. Okay? The Hanged Man talks about being able to end subconscious cycles, patterns that have been playing out and playing out and playing out in your life, so that you're able to be a very successful entrepreneur or whatever it is, okay? A very successful creator, very successful at this new career opportunity that you have gained, okay? What you're bringing into the world. So let's get some more information on that Hanged Man. So you're scared that you might not know all of the information. You might not have all of the answers yet, okay? I'm going to see this in a different way because I was actually holding the deck upside down, okay? So the Hanged Man talks about, he's telling us about this Queen. So it's not about you being afraid of that you don't know it, okay? Because I was holding the deck upside down, so I apologize for that. So what we have here is the Queen of Swords, which is the Queen of Clarity, okay? We have the Hierophant, which is being able to look within to get the answers. And we have the King of Pentacles, which is the riches, material riches. So what is this Hanged Man telling us? We have your clarity and truth. We have your ability to see through any situation and how it's impacting your life moving forward. We have the Hermit, which is the messenger of the gods. Again, this is, you know what? In every single, I swear to you, I'm going to have to go back and watch this. In every single one of the readings here, I think that the card for the 12th house has come up. The card that represents their 12th house. So in your case, Libra, your 12th house is Virgo, ruled by Virgo, okay? Mercury. And the Hermit. And so, and this has everything to do with us preparing for what we're seeing here this week is an idea of what the node shift, the lunar node shift into Pisces, because Pisces is the natural native ruler of the 12th house, subconscious. So we're seeing everybody's subconscious getting some like screen time. Everybody's rewriting the story of their life right now. Again, Pluto, which is what's underneath, right, in the Scorpio energy. moving into Aquarius next week. We're all rewriting the story, and you're rewriting the story of what your past has been in order to bless your future, and being able to use that information as wisdom and plan out your steps, because you are growing an empire. If I have to say anything here, Libra, is that any wobble that you're having in this Strength card is like just not being able to quite see it, because when we have the Strength, we're talking about Leo energy, Leo being the sun, and the sun is about consciousness turning into manifestation, right? It's when thoughts turn to things. And you're like, I've done all this work. Why am I not seeing the fruits of my labor? And you're being asked to be patient. That's fun, right? That's what your big thing is this week. You're being asked to not try to force anything here, because there is a lot of momentum in your favor, and it is about building all of this, one step at a time. But there are things happening behind the scenes. The impact that you have, the things that you're bringing forward, this way you're showing up, the way you're being received, it's happening. You just can't see it yet. And it is going to have a big payoff for you. A big payoff for you. It's transforming you. It's the what's happening behind the scenes, what you're about to see is transforming into something great, and is building your empire. Okay, like the empire of wealth. So you're doing this from a very heart-centered place. You've done the work. You continue to show up, the consistency of showing up, right? You don't need to see it. I think that would be any subconscious patterning that you might have, is that you need to see it like ASAP. But things that are behind the scenes are going to show themselves. And I think that you're going to see that you've had a bigger impact than what you expect. And the payoff is going to be pretty great. Really great, because again, this is the wealthiest king. This is the wealthiest king. So don't try to force it right now. Stay in this space of knowing that everything is building up in your favor. You've done exactly what you know that you need to. Continue showing up, bringing the good that you are out into the world, and showing up in this magnificent way, and the rewards for it. And here's the thing, you know what I'm feeling around all of this? And of course I am, because we had the Hanged Man. Of course I am. This is Saturn about to go direct in Pisces. And you know what Saturn is? He is about going beyond limitations, about redefining your box, about showing up consistently to build the new box in a strong and steady way. And he will not stop until you have got it. And here's the thing, is that you got it. Just keep going with it. And the rewards that Saturn offers in return are huge, huge payoff in ways that you can't describe yet. So Saturn is about to reward you in a really big way when he goes direct. Don't try to push it. Just keep showing up, because what you're doing means a lot for you, for those lives that you're impacting, for the message that you're bringing, for the way, just the message of who you are, even what you are accepting and not accepting in your life. I think that you have taken, because of the work that you have done, Libra, in with the South Node being in your sign and taking you out of the comfort zone, what relationships were supposed to look like in your mind. And a lot of that had to do with codependency. I think that the independence that you have now gained from that has your light shining so bright that maybe some people are having to put their sunglasses on a little bit to be able to take it in. But don't dim it. Don't dim your light. Don't get hesitant with what you have been working on, and keep showing up, keep doing it, because the reward is going to be great and well worth it. And Saturn is telling us that right now. Saturn is like, you've done it. You've done the big stuff. You've done the heavy lifting. The rewards are coming. Just do the easy thing, which is keep showing up. And it refines who you are as a person, refines how you show up, and it gets people used to being able to accept you, because all of this is coming from a very harmonious place with your higher self. So the Saturn rewards are going to make it well worth it, and you will be so happy. I don't think that you could change course at this point if you wanted to, but you're going to be so pleased with the rewards that you have ensured for yourself with all of your hard work, Libra. So congratulations. I want to thank every one of you for being here with me today. I love every one of you. I would just want to say that I will be here every week with a live. My goal is Monday. If I'm traveling, it's Tuesday. Every once in a while, it may have to be a different day of the week because life is fluid, right? But the thing is that I want to connect with every one of you that are interested in these readings. And if it resonates with you, with looking below the surface to find out a deeper meaning behind something, the reason why or where it's going. I want to connect with you guys live. I don't want to do it recorded because it's easier and it's much more fun, much more fun. So I'm interested in your comments. If you are interested in going live with me on a different week, just watch. Make sure that you subscribe. You will get the notification which day of the week I'm going to go live on, but typically it will be a Monday. Occasionally it'll be a Tuesday. Okay. So again, I love you all. If you are looking to have a private reading with me, that link is in the description box. And I did take notes that tell me when the timestamps when I started each reading. So I will have the timestamps in this replay available later this evening, tomorrow at the very latest, but I hope later this evening. So I just want to say thank you for being here with me. I hope to see you all live in the future, and I love you so much. Take care. Source adores you. I just want you guys to know that Source absolutely adores you, and I can feel that through your readings. All right. Bye-bye now.